Hello everyone, today let's talk about this type of body fat which is silently eating our body and we don't even know it, and it's called visceral fat. Imagine your body is like a house. From the outside everything looks fine, the walls are painted, the windows are shiny, the living room is spotless, but inside the wall, hidden from the view, termites are quietly destroying the foundation. That's exactly how visceral fat works. You may not feel it at first, but deep inside, this invisible fat is wrapping around your organs, mainly the heart, your liver, your intestine, and silently damaging your health. It can leave you tired, craving for sugar goes high, even snoring at night, and if left untreated, it can absolutely detrimental, leading to diabetes, heart disease, stroke, and even cancer. So those who don't know me, hi, my name is Matloob and I'm a pharmacist based in the UK. In this video, I am going to reveal what visceral fat really is, the early sign and symptom you need to watch out for, why it's so dangerous if left unchecked, and most importantly, 4 powerful ways to get rid of this visceral fat so you can feel healthier, stronger, and become the best version of yourself. Stick with me until the end because the difference this makes in your life is nothing short of transformational. So the most important question here is, what is visceral fat? We all have fat in our bodies, but not all fat is created equal. So the first type of fat is called subcutaneous fat, and that's the fat under your skin, the kind you can pinch on your belly, arms, thighs, and it might frustrate you, but it's not that deadliest as compared to the visceral fat. And the second type of fat is called intramuscular fat. As the name says, it is stored between your muscle, more common as we age. But this third type of fat, this is called the visceral fat, the dangerous one. This fat doesn't sit under your skin. It hides deep inside your abdomen, wrapping around your vital organs like your liver, pancreas, and heart and kidneys. And here is the scary part, it doesn't just sit there, it acts like toxic factory, releasing chemicals and hormones that can wreck your metabolism, spike your blood sugar levels, and trigger inflammation throughout your body. So that raises the question, what are the early signs and symptoms that my body has more visceral fat? So how do you know if you might have too much of visceral fat without getting an expensive scan? Here are some red flags you need to look out for. If your waistline is growing, if your waistline is over 40 inches in men or 35 inches in women, it's a warning sign. Constant tiredness, even if you sleep well, visceral fat makes your body resistant to insulin, leaving you exhausted. Craving and sugar crashes, that roller coaster of high and low throughout the day, that's a good sign that you are insulin resistant and visceral fat is playing a major role. Hormonal imbalance, low testosterone in the men and irregular cycle in the women. Snoring or sleep apnea, yes, this is a big one. Excessive visceral fat pushes against your diaphragm and narrows your airway, making you snore and wake up unrested. If you tick more than one of these boxes, your body might already be warning you that your visceral fat is too high. So why visceral fat is dangerous? Now you might be thinking, yes, I have a little bit of belly fat, so what's the big deal? Here is the big deal. Visceral fat is active and toxic. It pumps out inflammation chemicals, free fatty acid, and hormones that poison your system from inside out. That's why it's directly linked to heart attack, type 2 diabetes, high blood pressure, stroke, dementia, and even cancer. This is why slim people sometimes collapse with heart issue out of nowhere, because the fat you don't see is far more dangerous than the fat you do see. How do I get rid of this visceral fat? Now the good news is you can actually target visceral fat more effectively than the subcutaneous fat. Here are 4 powerful science-backed strategies to shrink it and reclaim your health. So number 1, load up with the soluble fiber. Foods like oats, beans, flaxseed, apples, avocado, and berries, they slow digestion, stabilize your blood sugar, and help your body flush out stored fat. Think of fiber as a the cleaning broom that sweeps fat out of your system. So number 2, cut out liquid calories. I've already mentioned that in the past. Try to eat your calories, not to drink your calories. Visceral fat loves sugar, alcohol, juice, fizzy drink, cocktail. They go straight to your liver and turn into visceral fat. Replace them with water, green tea. Yes, green tea is very helpful, or sparkling water with lemon. So number 3, prioritize protein and whole food. Eggs, fishes, legumes. I love legumes, they're very helpful. Lean meat, nuts, protein keep you fuller for a longer period of time, reduce cravings, and build muscle, helping your body burn fat rather than storing fat. So number 4, move with intensity. You don't have to spend hours at the gym, just 20 to 30 minutes of strength training, brisk walking after meals, or short bursts of high intensity interval training triggers fat burning hormone that specifically reduces visceral fat faster than steady cardio. And don't forget good quality sleep. I mentioned that in the past a lot. Good sleep is like a weapon. Poor sleep raises cortisol, which is your stress hormone, which directly increases visceral fat storage. Now in the end, picture this. You follow these steps for just a few weeks and suddenly you are waking up with more energy, your cravings start to fade off, you stop snoring and actually feel rested, your blood pressure decreases, your sugar stabilizes, your mind feels sharper. That's not just fat loss, that's life gain. Because when you melt away visceral fat, you are not just shrinking your waist, you are protecting your heart, brain and your future as well. So the real question is, will you let this hidden fat control your life, or will you take action today to become the healthiest and strongest version of your life? So sometimes the good decision looks hard now, but they have very profound, long-lasting, positive effect on your life. The choices you make today will decide your future. So if you like this video, please share it with somebody who you think is suffering with the visceral fat. Thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe to my channel.